Hello, Nostradamus here. Welcome to Phone Age News. Hope everyone's doing well. I just want to go back to my video last week where I showed how the USGS was downgrading earthquakes. In excess of 9% of 5s was being downgraded to 4s. 2 or 3% of 6s were being downgraded to 5s, and a whopping 26% of 7s being downgraded to 6s. I just want to show you this because it really freaked me out. As soon as I'd uploaded my video last week, 6.9 was reported in Alaska. So that wasn't included in my numbers. And also, not included in my numbers was a 6.9 from Vanuatu. But this was from the 9th of October. From before. Apparently it struck before I did my video. So that wasn't included in my figures either. So and it wasn't in the 7s. So this must have been a 7.1 or higher downgraded to a 6.9 at some point in time after the dummy video. So I've got these two to add on. So I've gone back to my calculations last week, and I've added we're looking at the right hand one of the three graphs here, and I've added the two new 6.9s to the 41 I showed in my video last week, so now I've got 43. And I've adjusted it as if there should be a ratio of 1.3 times as many magnitude 6.9s as there are 7s. So now it works out, we've got an estimated 8 have been downgraded. And that is 29.63%, almost 30% of all 7s are being downgraded from 7 point something to 6 point something. And I'll just show you something else before I get off this subject. I'm back on the USGS, and I've just put a few things in, a few numbers. Doesn't really matter. But look what happens now if I try to do an advanced search. Error. So, I guess they don't want me delving round in their archives anymore.
So here we have the electric mini digger with 0 emissions. We trialled it yesterday. It's pretty good, it's got all the power of a normal mini digger. But the battery ran out after being fully charged after 2 hours. So here it is being charged up again. And it takes 8 hours to charge it up with this big off generator. 0 emissions, my ass.
Let's now go to the NASA Ozone Watch, and the figures have just been updated for 21st of September through to 16th of October for minimum ozone Dobson units. And let's just scroll down a little bit. So we can see the annual records. pause there a moment. If you look on the left, on the blue, you can see in 1994, the ozone reached a minimum of 73 Dobson units on the 30th of September. Scroll down again to the bottom, and it's reporting that this year, 2021, it reached a low of 92 on the 7th and the 8th of October. The figures on the right represent an average total over a few week period. The ozone hole area in millions of square kilometres was measured from the 7th September through to the 13th of October, and I've put these figures into a nice graph. I hope you can see that nice and clearly. Rather than show you two separate graphs, I've multiplied the ozone hole area by a factor of 7, just to make the bars higher. Otherwise they'd just be like little squiggles down the bottom of the graph, and you wouldn't be able to see it very clearly. It's just to show the trend of how it basically, we didn't have an ozone hole in the early 80s, and we got up to the maximum size during the we got to the high levels during the 90s, and it's not bad a few odd years. It's not really fallen, it's not really shrunk much at all. And the red bars are the mean minimum ozone in Dobson units. We had a very strong ozone layer at the beginning of the period, which diminished quickly down to its minimum in 1994, and it's gone up a little bit, but in recent years we can see we're now falling right back down to where we were. Just like to show you these two graphical representations of the minimum Dobson units, which occurred on the 30th of September 1994, and this year's where it occurred on the 7th of August 2021. This is showing the very latest available data for the Northern Hemisphere on the 16th of October, and I'm comparing it to the 16th of October in 1994. So, as you can see, we're not quite as bad as we were back in the crisis of the mid-90s, but we're getting there. Shields down to 60%, Captain! Holy dilithium crystals! Can this thing get us to Mars? Experts seeking public health help after a meteorite smashed through a residential roof in British Columbia, Canada. Western University meteorite experts are seeking the public's assistance in sharing their private video footage after a meteorite fragment smashed through a roof of a private home in British Columbia, Canada at 11:33 p.m. LT on October the 3rd, 2021, and ended on the owner's bed. According to Ruth Hamilton of Golden, British Columbia, whose home was impacted by the meteorite, the object weighed nearly 3 pounds and was the size of a large fist. It missed Hamilton's head while she was sleeping. Hamilton told USA Today she initially thought a tree had fallen on her home, only to realise none appeared to fall, After police responded to the scene, one officer suggested a blast from nearby construction work might have sent a rock through her house, only to confirm no blast was done that night. Latest in space. A meteorite crashed through a woman's roof in Canada and landed on her pillow while she slept. Depending on age and composition, it could be worth over 100 grand. Wow! Well, that's one lucky lady. Lucky she's now got 100 grand when she flogs it. And lucky it didn't smash her fucking skull in. And how about this for an odd looking fireball which flew over Lorraine in France last week? Just watch this one. That to me does not look like an ordinary meteorite. I'm going to play it again. It's not coming down. Here's something though that did come down during the heavy rains recently in Kerala, India. I've always wanted a houseboat, me. Well, I'm very sorry to say that's it for this video. I've decided to keep it short and sweet. I hope you all look after each other. You all take care now. I hope you're all doing okay. And I'll see you all next time. If there is a next time. Ta-da!